Tjena hörni, välkommen tillbaks igen. Ja, vi ska gå igenom Console Wars My Morphin Power Rangers the Movie Game. Yes, äntligen.
So what game do you want to play today? I don't know. I can't think of one. That's fine. We could just take turns reading Prisoner of Azkaban.
Oh no. I better think of a game quick. I'm just stuck reading all night. Come on. Enough for inspiration. Just hope he doesn't start doing voices.
Chapman doesn't come with a parachute. In case you get too near the mentor. Crab and Goyle sniggered. Hey!
Great. All this stuff and nothing's inspiring me. Wait a second. Rangers? Movie? Power? There's something here. Just gotta figure it out. Movie Rangers Power. No, that's worse. Uh-oh. I think he asked a question. He's looking at me. Just nod in agreement. Okay, gotta figure this out. Movie Power Rangers. Almost there. What about Power Rangers movie? Yes! That's it! We should do the Power Rangers movie games. Time to share this breakthrough. Nonchalantly, of course.
What if we just played the Power Ranger movie games? What? That's a great idea. It just came to me.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is a TV show that started in 1993. It's about teenagers who use superpowers to fight evil. Over the years, the show has been through many iterations, changes to the storyline and characters. All these changes have helped keep the branch strong to this day.
The show was a hit almost immediately. It got so big that in 1995, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie was released. The movie was a hit and of course produced video games. There were many games based on the movie released for the Game Boy, Game Gear. The games we're looking at today were the ones released for Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis. Which one's better? Let's find out.
Yeah.
Sega's graphics are superb.
This game looks just like the show. Power Rangers all look great. All their Zords look sharp too. Enemies in the game look like they're supposed to. And talk about smooth character animation. This game's loaded with it.
Yeah, well, Super Nintendo's got you beat. Your game looks like the show, and my game looks like the movie, i.e. better. The Power Rangers and enemies all look good. Character animations are smooth too. Super Nintendo has everything Sega has, but what makes it better? The characters are bigger than Sega's. They also look better. The levels also look a lot better on the Super Nintendo too. Sega's levels are boring and repetitive. Look how lame some of the detail is. Nice cars, Sega.
Super Nintendo isn't perfect. I know the Blue Ranger's a nerd on the show, but somebody making this game clearly hates him. He looks nothing like the show. Other characters look at least decent. Blue Ranger definitely got the shaft on this game. And your Pink Ranger's flawed too. Yeah, that's the Pink Ranger, but where's your skirt? Everyone knows the Pink Ranger wears a skirt. At least Sega did. Thanks, Sega.
So the Pink Ranger's missing her skirt. Slight oversight. Doesn't mean you're gonna win Best Graphics. Hey, what? No. Nice try, though. Even though there are flaws, there's no denying that Super Nintendo has bigger and better looking characters and levels. Graphics goes is Super Nintendo. I hope you're ready, because Sega's presentation...
Vad gör han?
What are you doing? Well, since this is a Power Rangers episode, I figured I could use a Power Ranger shirt. But I don't have one.
Va?
So I just built this device to make me one. I call it a shirt device. Really? Prepare to be impressed. I'm wearing a Pink Ranger shirt, aren't I? Yeah. It's amazing. You didn't even look. How'd you know? Because I'm wearing a thong now.
That's still impressive. You could have said yellow.
So let's talk about presentation.
Bara.
Presentation has an intro that introduces the characters. There's a cutscene during the game when the Rangers morph. There's also an ending to top it all off.
You call that presentation? Allow me to shame. Sega starts off with an intro that introduces the show to new people. Then it goes on to a story that follows the movie. It continues to follow the movie with cutscenes in between every level. And then it ends with an ending that follows the movie.
Stop acting all high and mighty just because you got scenes from the movie. Don't forget to mention that you have a bunch of cutscenes that have nothing to do with the movie. Way to get off course, Sega.
Are you seriously going to lecture me about not following the movie? The Super Nintendo game has no cutscenes from the movie. Actually, other than the ending, the Super Nintendo game has no cutscenes. As a matter of fact, this game has no association with the movie at all until you fight the final boss of the game, who just happens to be the villain from the movie. It could have put anybody as the boss of the game and not missed a beat. Even the ending has nothing to do with the movie. So why did they even call it the Power Rangers movie game if it has nothing to do with the movie? No cutscenes and absolutely nothing from the movie. Best presentation goes to Sega.
Alright, well let's see who has a better Power Rangers theme. Sega sounds like a MIDI file. Super Nintendo sounds just like the show.
It's not all about the main theme. I got other rockin' songs just like on the show.
Those songs, they're forgettable. Just listen to Super Nintendo's harder rockin' songs.
What? There's nothing memorable there either.
My songs are worthy of the Mega Man X library.
Well, my songs are worthy of the Sonic library.
There's only one way to settle this.
What are you doing with that dagger?
This?
What the?
I was just getting us some beer so we can discuss sound effects. What else would I be doing? Alright, one for you. Thanks, Dragon Sword.
Well, Sega's got some good sound effects. The characters make grunting noises when they attack. Also, Sega has voiceovers. Unlike Nintendo.
These voiceovers are horrible. What are they saying? Also, once again, Sega goes to the library of farts for sound effects. Listen to the attacks. Attacks sound a lot better on Super Nintendo. With better quality for the main theme and better sound effects, sound goes to Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo's got gameplay in the bag. This game is a side-scrolling two-player beat-em-up. You get to play as any of the Power Rangers from the movie. They also change up the formula a bit. You can move in 3D, but not like the typical beat-em-up. You have to hit one of the shoulder buttons to move between the background and the foreground, just like Fatal Fury. It's quite innovative.
that's all you've got, Sega's definitely gonna win this. This game is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. You can have 2 players, and you can be any of the Rangers. You can even play as Rangers from the first season of the show. You have charge moves, special moves, or regular attacks for variety. You can also play as one of the many Zords from the movie or the show. And don't worry about having to hit shoulder buttons. You can just use the D-pad to move around and 3D like normal.
I think you're leaving out some of the flaws. Sega has a timer. Usually not a problem in beat-em-ups, but in this game, it runs out a lot. You end up losing life over it. Why does this game even need to be timed? Talk about a wasted mechanic.
You want to talk about wasted mechanics? What is the point of having to hit the shoulder button to go between foreground and background? It adds absolutely nothing to the gameplay. Why couldn't they just let the characters move up and down? It seems like such a waste.
Well,
I'm not finished. In the Sega game, you get to play as the Zords. You never get to do that in Super Nintendo. Let me say that again. You do not get to play as Zords in Super Nintendo. There's one in the ending, though. Hi, Zord. And that brings me to one of the worst parts of this game. The power gauge. In Super Nintendo, you start off each level without your suit. If you want to play as a Power Ranger, you have to fill up the power gauge with lightning bolts. Or you can just make it to the boss and do the same. So my question is, what's the point? If you automatically turn into a Power Ranger, why not just play as a Power Ranger the whole time? Why waste your time getting these lightning bolts? Sega lets you play as a Power Ranger the whole time. Another thing Sega does is let you use weapons and super moves anytime you want. You may lose some life, but you can do it. In Super Nintendo, once again, you're at the mercy of this power gauge. Doing special moves uses up the power gauge. So basically, you're never going to do special moves, because you want to save up your power, because you want to play as a Power Ranger. There's a nice attempt at variety, but the execution is flawed. Sega lets you do more with special moves and Zords, and demands less. In the end, it makes it more fun. Best gameplay goes to Sega.
after comparing both games, best Power Rangers movie game goes to Super Nintendo.
What? I never agreed to that.
But Super Nintendo has better graphics and sound.
Yeah, but Sega has better presentation and gameplay. Gameplay trumps all.
That's so typical of you. Super Nintendo is clearly...
That's it. You won't listen, then you fight.
What are you gonna do with that?
It's morphin time!
What the?
No
What?
way that's gonna work.
What the?
Morphin time! Why didn't I... Low battery? I need more power. Battery power.
Take the rest of Sega. Take the rest of Sega.
What the hell?
Take the rest of Sega. Will be the final.
It's still low battery. I guess I can go out real quick to Kmart. I do have a 50% off coupon from the last time I bought an 8-pack.
Det var coolt.
Sega might not have the sharpest graphics or the clearest sound, but it definitely follows the movie. It has much better gameplay with swords and less stress. Best Power Rangers movie game goes to Sega. Thanks to Jose Macho Sexy for recommending the Power Rangers movie game. If you have any ideas for future videos, be sure to let us know, and we promise we'll get to it. Oh yeah, like us on Facebook, see some behind the scenes stuff.
Ja, det var 2 dagar i alla fall.
I think I'm doing enough.
Ciao.